NFL fans, welcome to another episode of the Call Sheet Breakdowns. This is Kevin Smith doing one-play videos for the championship games of this past weekend. And we start in the AFC, where the Kansas City Chiefs punched their ticket to their fourth Super Bowl in the last 5 seasons with a 17-10 win in Baltimore over the Ravens. And the Chiefs were able to do so largely because of their ability to frustrate Lamar Jackson and that Ravens offense, really keeping them off balance all game long. In particular, they did so by blitzing the daylights out of the Ravens, forcing 3 Baltimore turnovers, 4 sacks. And that's one of the plays we're going to profile here. We're going to look at one of those big sacks by the Chiefs late in the third quarter that forced a punt with Baltimore into Kansas City territory. So let's go right to the video. All right, setting the scene. Baltimore's got 3rd and 9 from the Kansas City 41-yard line late in the third quarter, trailing 17-7. Really need to get points out of this possession where they've driven the ball into Kansas City territory. They're going to run a little crossing route combination here from a 3-by-1 set. You're going to get 3 crossers from the trip side. You're going to get a lower cross here from the inside receiver. You're going to get a deep post here from the middle receiver. That's Zay Flowers. And then you're going to get a dig concept at the top of the screen. And to the single receiver side, this is Odell Beckham Jr. down here to the bottom. He's going to chip and run the low cross back across the field. Meanwhile, the running back is going to look to chip and then get out into the flat as well. So it's really a 5 receiver route by Baltimore that anticipates man coverage from the Chiefs, which they're going to get. And then they're going to look to exploit the middle of the field. This is really a good route combination by the Ravens, because with these 2 high safeties up here and a lot of clutter in the middle there, right? Who the Ravens don't know who exactly is coming and who's falling off into coverage, but they can bet that they're going to get man out of this look. And again, with all that crossing route, all that stuff attacking the middle of the field, that's a really good look against man coverage because you're asking your receivers to run away from coverage. But what the tricky thing that Kansas City does here is the following. Watch the safeties. We'll run the video through. Okay, here we go. Watch what happens with the safeties here. The blitz comes and Kansas City actually bracket coverages that low cross, the inside route of the trips receivers. And I think Lamar Jackson's fooled here. He's probably expecting one of those guys to fall off into and to take the deep post route. And so he's really not looking at the deep post. But that's going to be the mistake that he makes when we break down the blitz combination. So it seems likely that Jackson is expecting one of these safeties, most likely the near safety here, to fall off and pick up the post route from Zay Flowers. And so Jackson's not really going to look there. But as you just saw, both safeties wind up melding now with the crosser, right? They both wind up working here on this inside cross. And that really leaves Flowers one-on-one to the post. And Jackson's going to have him here for a big play if his eyes are on him early. Let's take a look at that, right? Let's watch Flowers as Flowers comes out of his break, as he just starts to break to the post right about here. We'll stop it right there. Right there, Flowers has the slot corner beat to the post for a touchdown. But there's a bigger problem here for the Ravens. And that problem is the following. Look at Lamar Jackson in this scenario, right? Lamar Jackson is down here. He's already in trouble. He's already had to move off of his mark. And he's now about to go down in the clutches of safety Justin Reed, who comes on the stunt. So if we let it finish and then go back to the beginning, right? Watch the stunt combination that Kansas City comes up with, right? Here's Reed. Okay, Reed is your safety walk down into the box. All right, we're going to get an outside stunt here, and Reed's just going to work down through the B gap, where the running back is tasked with picking him up, and it's a bad matchup. Reed just beats him one-on-one. Pretty simple stuff. If the running back is able to handle Reed in protection, again, you're going to see Flowers break open to the post, and Baltimore's going to have 6. But Reed just wins this one-on-one battle, and he gets to Jackson before Jackson is able. Again, here's the post breaking wide open. You'll see it as it runs through one more time. That's a home run ball, man. But Jackson's not able to hang in the pocket because of Reed's pressure, and he's got to eat the ball for a sack. And Baltimore, again, is going to be turned away. Boy, I mean, the Chiefs did a great job of just bringing that pressure all day long. They were not at all frightened about putting their back-end guys one-on-one. In this instance, they're bringing 6, and they're going one-on-one against 5 guys in basically zero coverage, and it's going to work out for them. From the end zone view, you can see what a great job that Kansas City does in this scheme to try to create the pressure. They do a nice job just playing a little games here. This is Chris Jones coming off the edge. You're going to get a pinch down here, pinch down here. You're going to get a long stick, all right, where the 5 tech from the opposite side loops all the way around. All right, but here's Reed, right? Reed's going to come right here in the B gap. All right, and this is the running back, Justice Hill. Justice Hill's got to pick him up, and Reed just beats him clean. It's really just Kansas City being better at getting to the quarterback than Baltimore in protecting the quarterback. Right? Hill's kind of whiffs a little bit on that block, and there's the sack. Watch Lamar Jackson at the end. Look at his frustration. You see Jackson, and I think his frustration was evident for much of the day. He really was visibly upset as that game wore on. You saw him be more and more demonstrative. Probably those frustrations probably got the best of him because, again, you see him looking at the crosser. I don't know if he ever actually sees the post. Again, I think they fool him with the pre-snap look. We'll look at his head one more time here. I think, watch Jackson's head. I mean, his eyes, I don't know if he sees the rush right here. Is he looking at the rush, or his eyes right here on Reed coming to get him? But his eyes are certainly not down the field. I mean, this is not Lamar Jackson looking deep to the post where he's got Zay Flowers breaking open. I don't think that he ever really recognizes that the safeties jumped on the crossers and it left Flowers one-on-one to the post. If he had recognized that, and maybe he could have just slid left a little bit and then reset his feet and been able to throw that. Or maybe just Reed got to him too fast. Either way, Jackson's unable to hit this, and his frustrations get the best of him here, and you see him at the end there, just sort of in disgust, flicking the ball back to the official. So, another frustrating playoff performance for Lamar Jackson, who's now just 2-4 in the playoffs. And another brilliant playoff performance by the Chiefs. They weren't brilliant in terms of their overall performance, but they were the veteran team that just was steady as she goes throughout, made the plays when they needed to. And Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and company are going back to the Super Bowl. This time, though, it's largely on the strength of their defense. All right, that's another one-play breakdown here for the AFC Championship game. Stay tuned for tomorrow's breakdown of the NFC Championship game. This is Coach Kevin Smith. Take care, everybody.